everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm super excited to be sharing this video with you guys because ever since I cut my hair short, I have gotten so many requests to film a video on how I curl my short hair because let me tell you guys, curling short hair is like a completely different world than curling long hair, and I had to learn that the hard way. It took a lot of trial and error to really figure it out. So I hope that any of you that have been struggling to curl your short hair find this video helpful, and definitely let me know in the comment section if you have any questions, but I don't want to ramble too much, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Right, so to go ahead and get started, I just have my curling iron plugged in, heating up. So that is a 1-inch nano titanium curling iron from Babyliss. I love it. So I'm just going to give that a minute or two to heat up, and in the meantime I'm just going to spray in some heat protection spray. So this is 44 Iron Guard from Chi. I've bought multiples of these over the years. It's just a really good heat protection spray. It's lightweight, it doesn't have any type of like residue or kind of like stickiness or anything in your hair, and then just comb it through my hair to make sure that it's evenly distributed. I think that today I want to do a middle part. So I'm actually not going to section my hair, which probably surprises you guys. I know that pretty much everyone sections their hair whenever they curl it, but I just find it pretty easy to just work my way back and not section it. And you guys will see how I do that exactly. But I also don't have super thick hair, so if you do, then definitely section your hair just to make it as easy to work with as possible. So whenever I curl my hair, I always start with this front piece right here. So basically what I do is I take a section of hair, and you can use as big or as small of a section as you want to. Just keep in mind that the bigger the section, the looser the curl, the smaller the section, the tighter the curl. I go ahead and I start by curling away from my face, and you'll see that I'm just slowly incorporating more hair, and I will stop when there's about an inch left at the bottom. So if you want your curls to be a little bit tighter, then incorporate all of the hair onto the barrel, but if you want more of a wavy look, then leave some sticking out at the bottom, and that'll give you more of a wave. So I just hold it for a couple seconds. I usually just kind of feel for when my hair is heated all the way through. And I'm going to take my next piece, and with this section of hair, I'm going to curl it going forward. And when I had first cut my hair short and I had curled it for the first time, I just did all of my curls going back in the same direction, and I hated the way that it looked. So whenever I started doing it this way, it made the biggest difference. Now when my hair was long, I curled all of my hair going in the same direction and it didn't matter at all, but with short hair, you really need that definition and separation so that it doesn't just turn into like one big section of curled hair kind of sitting at your neck, because it will definitely do that. So you can see I still have some hair sticking out at the bottom, and I'm just holding it until it's heated all the way through. And to take it out, I just kind of like pulse the clamp and slowly pull it down through the curl. Next piece of hair, so then you guys guessed it, this curl is gonna go away from my face. So I'm just going to keep taking sections of hair and working all the way around my head until I can easily work from this side. But I feel like by doing this, I don't miss as many pieces as I would if I was working front to back, and then trying to figure out how much of my hair I've already curled in the back, since obviously we can't see that. So I'm just kind of feeling for where I left off, taking that section and pulling the rest of it over my shoulder so that it doesn't all get mixed up. And still going back and forth with curling towards my face and away from my face. Alright, so now you can see I'm at a point where I can comfortably keep my hands on this side of my head, and all that's left is really just on this side. And I will continue to work my way towards the front of my hair, again, just so that I don't miss any pieces by, you know, kind of stopping where I left off and then starting somewhere else and trying to like meet in the middle again. I also really truly think that not sectioning my hair like this is just so much quicker, and when I'm curling my hair for work, it's usually like 6:30 in the morning, so I'm just trying to get it curled as fast as possible. Okay, so I'm actually going to do something before I curl all of my hair. Just for comparison, I want to show you guys the difference that the barrel size makes, because when I had my longer hair, I never would have picked up a 1-inch curling iron. I always used my 1 1/4 inch. So then when I cut my hair, I just, tried curling my hair the same way that I always did with my 1 1/4 inch barrel, and I hated the way that it looked. But I just want you guys to have a visual of the difference that it makes, so you guys can see how all of these curls look so far with the 1-inch barrel. So I'm just gonna take the next section of hair. So again, leaving some out at the ends, and I'm just going to hold it until I feel my hair heated all the way through. I know that my hair is super dark, so I hope that you guys can see this, but this really only gave 1 full rotation, whereas with the smaller barrel, I get 2 full rotations. So when I brush this piece out, it's kind of just going to be like a dent in my hair, whereas these are going to stay actual like curls with definition. So I'm just going to do this last section of hair, and no matter what direction I end up at when I'm working my way around my head, this piece is always going away from my face. Like I was saying, I always start off with this section and I always have it going away from my face. So this side is completely cool. So I'm going to start off by just running my fingers through this side of my head, and hopefully you guys can see. Again, I know that my hair is super dark. I love that they don't all kind of blend together, so you guys will definitely see that happen if you're used to curling your hair all in the same direction. It just kind of like morphs into one big curl. So this side feels pretty cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and run my fingers through here, and hopefully you guys can see this. I have curl, curl, and then right in the middle, this piece that I did with the bigger barrel curling iron is just like I said, it's just kind of like a dent in my hair. So I'm actually, now that I see it brushed out, I am going to touch it up just because it looks like I just didn't curl that piece of my hair. You guys can probably see it better if I just like hold this piece out. That's not a curl, compared to these pieces that I did with the smaller one. So another kind of like technique that I want to touch base on in case this is still too curly for you is that you could totally go in with your flat iron and either run it over the whole length of the curl just to kind of flatten it out a little bit, or something that a lot of girls do to get that like really just messy kind of boho beachy look is straighten the ends of their hair. So I personally don't really like doing this. I like to have a little bit more curl rather than wave, but just for visual, so that you guys could see, if you straighten the ends of your hair. Now that I did that to some pieces, I guess I might as well go all out so that I don't have random pieces that are different than the rest. And then just for some final touch-ups, if you feel like you've lost a lot of the definition or the curls don't start as high up as you want them to, you could totally just take some random little pieces throughout your hair and just curl right up by the root. And I would recommend doing this kind of step with some smaller pieces just to give the curls more, definition and to make them a little bit tighter. I usually like to do this just with a couple pieces throughout my hair. This side of my head always looks so much better than this side. I don't know if it just has to do with me being right-hand dominant or what, but if you guys have a better side, let me know. Once you're happy with the way that your curls are looking, that's when you want to go in with some type of like texturizing spray or hairspray or something. I definitely don't like doing this unless I'm totally done using heat on my hair, just because a lot of these kinds of products have a ton of alcohol in them, and by putting it on your hair and then using heat on it, you're just gonna fry it and really make your hair like crispy. We all know what crispy hair is like. We don't want crispy hair, so don't use this until you are done with heat. So what I like to do with this is kind of pull my hair up and spray it and slowly let my hair go. That way it's a little bit more evenly distributed and fine on my hair rather than having it super concentrated just on one section of hair. That is everything for how I curl my hair. I've just gotten so many requests to do a video like this since I chopped it. I think it was December. I mean, it's been a couple months since I cut my hair, but I hope that you guys still found this video helpful. Definitely let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. You know that I am more than happy to help in whatever way I possibly can, and I will have all of these products linked in the description box for you so that you can just go ahead and shop them, and just super easy and as convenient for you guys as possible. So I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!